But I've been playing a lot more multiplayer games lately with my homies, and it's been a lot of fun.
Did you get in on the beta over the weekend?
For Halo? No,
Yeah?
I didn't.
Oh, okay.
No, and honestly, hot take. I was saving. I almost tweeted it, but I was going to save it. I love Halo. I absolutely love Halo. Halo's an awesome game. Like, it changed multiplayer. We know that. Halo 5 had a tightness to it that I think a lot of people weren't ready for. You know, and like we've talked about on the show before, like it just kind of feels a little soulless. And I'm not going to lie. Everything I saw, I didn't feel like I was left out, but it was like I want to see if the hands-on feels the way that it looks. Because my camera's really shaking. Because to me, I wasn't impressed from what I saw. Everyone went on and on about how great it was, and part of it to me is like, okay, is it really that good, or are you just psyched because you're playing the new Halo multiplayer? Because I remember people freaking out about Halo 5 because it was changing some things up. But a lot of the same mechanics from Halo 5, like the aiming down sights for assault rifles, like stuff like that. It's like, and it seems like they substituted the shoulder charge for, the grappling hook. And, it looks like they've implemented some other things into the gameplay that I just don't know that I'm psyched about yet. I'm not going to say that it looks bad. It looks tight. It really does. But I don't know. It just doesn't look like Halo to me. It looks like Call of Duty.
So, if I may, let me draw this comparison to see if you agree with me. All right, so the first Foo Fighters album was incredible. It's gritty, it's hard, it's great as recorded. Color and the Shape is a fantastic album, and it's one of my top Foo albums. But it's so polished, and I remember when it came out, people were complaining that it didn't have the same raw energy that the first one did, right? I've been looking at a couple of videos that I've seen about the beta and stills, a lot of stills. And yeah, I mean, it looks gorgeous. It's full HD. It's incredible looking. It's really clean. It just doesn't feel like it has the grit of old school Halo.
And here's the thing. I mean, like, it is a beta, right? And I remember seeing videos, from Halo Reach and how, the feeling as well as, the looks. I mean, they had completely changed the look of the DMR, I think, by the time Halo Reach had come out. Like, the DMR design wasn't even final. There's a lot of stuff they had changed. I never got to play the Halo Reach beta. I know you did. But to me, I'm like, a lot of what you're saying is ringing true. It's like, I'm not worried for the game, but I just feel like it's going to suffer the same fate that 5 did for me, and that it felt like it had no soul at all. And, it was just another multiplayer shooter,
Yeah, so, I agree. And for me, from my perspective, I mean, I have no skin in the game whatsoever. So it's like, I'm not looking to get involved at all. So it's not for me. But just from the outside looking in now, having once been a huge Halo fan, and that kind of ended with Reach into 4, and 4 was just kind of my tap out at that point, and I was done after that. So I look at this now, and I'm like, wow, they've really come a long way. There's a lot there, but it's just kind of moved on to where it's like, yeah, it looks great. Hope you kids enjoy it.
Yeah, and I mean, like, for me too, like, I'm definitely going to hop in. I'm going to try it out. I'm definitely going to play the campaign, because we don't even know what the campaign is like. Is it going to be open world? Is it going to be a some sort of open world fashion? I don't know. But I seriously, it's kind of like what I was talking about before. It was either a show with you or a show with someone else. I was like, if all else fails and they don't get the audience, they're going to get a new audience with this new Halo game. They're going to get the Game Pass audience. But if all else fails, if people don't like, Infinite's multiplayer as a whole, just like how a lot of people don't like 5's multiplayer as a whole, at least they have the Master Chief Collection in all of its glory, and all of its season passes and all the stuff that it can do. Because that's probably where I'll be spending a lot of my time. We'll see. I don't know. I need to play it first. But we'll see it. So, well, whatever possessed you to check out any of the content that you saw today, I just want to say thank you so much for doing so. If you check the description down below, you'll see that there's a variety of different projects that I'm associated with. This is Wannabe Critic Productions after all. So I just wanted to say, if you enjoyed what you saw today, consider giving some of those other projects a chance as well. There's a lot of stuff that I'm a part of that that I do. If you were here for me or for someone else that you saw today, again, just thank you for checking it out, and I hope to see you again. But until next time, I'm Gabriel Fast, and I'll always be the Wannabe Critic.